We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Herbert to throw right away. And right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Jaelan Phillips racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got it to about the 40. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Now it's Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Herbert throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert now. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Ladd McConkey with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Crawford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me.
Here's a diving catch right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are once again back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage? And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Rome Odunze, 50 yards. And the Dolphins have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to collect. Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Chargers 17.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Operating from the gun, Crawford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Crawford. A pass complete to Odunze. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, it took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Tackle there by Nick Cross. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Cowboy 80. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Under a heavy reception. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Take go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Crawford able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Devon Achane. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all time. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Set.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to work. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Go, check. Ready? 70 Lions. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Crawford. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. A final shot before break. Crawford.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That is incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
17.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hurt. Here we go. Set. Check. Panther. Viking 18. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll start on the ground with Wright.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Off play action. Crawford.
To the left side into the hands of Odunze.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give up the middle to Wright.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Hey, check that. Street. Go.
Back to throw. Crawford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for fourth on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Off the play fake, Crawford.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Off play action. Crawford. He'll buy some time right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that will be incomplete.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Crawford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, trap 60, trap 60. Check, hurt, get up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Back to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That one goes for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Back to throw. Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Johnston sent in motion. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Hey, go Lion.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but
say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. They'll look to throw here on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First goal at the 6-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Crawford. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. And now here's another interception. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready, break. Here we go, here we go. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Alert, alert. Ready, ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Take go.
Back to throw. Crawford. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Ready. 79 Bronco. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the gun on third down. Crawford. He finds his man complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Josh Paschal there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Crawford.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First down and goal.
Let's go now. Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Rome Odunze
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Dolphins are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert.
Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Johnston sent in motion.
Herbert off of play action, sliding out of the pocket.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
60 Bobcat, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Crawford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Gardner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
Up the middle, Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
18, right, 8, ready. Warrior 70. Check out.
Back to throw. Crawford. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And is this